Welcome to the Bot Signal. My name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to set fire to marketing methods that no longer work because most can't get found online to save their lives. So, I create messages that connect, build relationships, and close deals. Bottom line, torch what isn't working for you and join the messenger marketing revolution. Oh, there you are. Good morning, grasshoppers. This is your RJ and another episode. Hold on. More coffee drinking. Another episode of the Bot Signal, where we talk about changing your marketing. If you don't know me, my name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole, honestly. Many can't get traction on or offline to save their lives, and most are a carbon copy of everybody else. So I create epic experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I'm on a mission to get 1 million people to change their marketing. And today we're going to talk about a little thing called iteration. Now, I know it doesn't sound like a sexy topic. It doesn't sound like, ooh, I want to tune in for that. It doesn't sound like any of that. That's okay, because I'm going to make it sexy, okay? When you are creating a marketing experience for somebody, a lot of times what we're taught to do with the whole, have this landing page, write this email, train, do all of these things. We get caught up in all of the minutia of all of it. With a lot of entrepreneurs, it kind of fails to get done unless you hire someone to do it, which, there are people that do that for a living. That's wonderful. But what we kind of forget is the client journey. We forget about their experience going from thing to thing. You know what I'm saying? We forget about the fact that it's a human being on the other side of this. And if we're not paying attention to how we're communicating, then that's a tough thing. That's a really tough thing. Let me give you an example. So many years ago, when I was doing a different business and not chatbots, I wrote an email train, and I was so proud of myself that I had written this thing because, as a small business owner, I'm doing everything myself, right? And I wrote this thing and I was like, oh, it's done. And I thought I was putting some of my most awesome stuff out there, obviously. Well, I never really went back and revisited that whole 5-7 day experience because in my mind, it had taken so long to do. And I finally got to just check that little bugger off my list and I was done. I'm telling you that is a really tough place to be because months later, I went back, I looked at it, and boom, nobody was opening. Now, mostly nobody opens email nowadays anyway. I mean, if you're good, you get a 20% open rate, honestly, and a 1% click-through rate, which bots are much, much better than that, let me tell you. But I just never revisited. I never rethought about the experience that my people were having. As soon as they gave me something precious, an email address is precious, okay? They gave me something precious and I returned it with a whole bunch of stuff that was pretty old. And it was very frustrating. It was frustrating for them. It was frustrating for me. Now, fast forward a couple of years later. When you write a chatbot, when you write your half of a conversation on steroids and you present it to people, you can get feedback on that immediately. You can know exactly what is happening with a chatbot because a chatbot is built differently. Instead of being built in these large pieces, right? It's built in small pieces that people click on, and not just click on. If you're paying attention to what you're doing with that bot, they're not just clicking on stuff. They're answering questions. They're engaging with you. They're fully involved in an experience. What I'm saying is, don't be afraid to put something out there with your chatbot, because it's not going to be the same type of experience. It's not going to be the same type of marketing experience for anyone. Most people still haven't really seen a chatbot or what a chatbot can do. Most people that have seen a chatbot have seen, hey, come to my show today. Hey, come to my webinar. Hey, you're missing out on this deal that's ending in 12 hours. That's what they have seen, 90% of what they've seen. They've not seen what a chatbot can really do. Don't be afraid to put that bot out there and keep looking at it, keep engaging with it, because it's a lot easier to tune that bot conversation in to what people really want. It's a lot easier to do that, even if you don't have that many people visiting your bot right immediately, because you can ask for feedback. You can ask for feedback right within the bot, or you can contact these folks and say, hey, what did you think? How did you feel going through this? Too long, too short, just right. You can ask all of those things. And believe me, it makes a huge difference to how your bot runs. This is something that, of course, my team and I do. And we're always looking at people's, how things are flowing and how many people are making it through, and how engaged people are. It's not just clicks. As my friend Tammy Lane says, clicks aren't clients. They're just not. What makes a client is that engaging experience. And how do you make an engaging experience? If you're just starting out with bots, it's really hard. It's really hard. You're writing for an entirely different platform. A lot of things going on there that are way, way different. Fantastic. That's completely okay. Put it out there and then watch it. Come back to it. Come back to it with your morning cup of coffee. Do that. Make that happen, because what you're going to find is it's so much easier to tell what people are liking and engaging with, and where people are just kind of going blah. Don't be afraid to iterate your way to fabulous, darlings. In the software world, they call it the MVP, the minimum viable product. They put stuff out there that has the minimum functionality, and then they look at what people do and they tune the product after that. That's exactly what we need to do in our marketing. And that is exactly something that is so much easier to do with a chatbot than it is with 13 landing pages and 18 email trains. You know what I'm saying? It just is so much easier to do with a bot. Now, if you're wondering, how might I craft one of these? I do have a class coming. I have a class coming, and I'm really excited about it. And that is going to be coming up here in January, where I'm going to be teaching people how to get started with bots. And a couple of people are going through right now. We're doing the pilot version, and we are having a wonderful time, my friends. So if you're interested, comment, PM me, do whatever you want to do. And for now, just think about changing your marketing to a place where, just think about this. I want you to imagine going to a place where people are actually engaging. People are not just being passively informed until they come and buy something. People are actually engaging with you, falling in love with you, and not missing that webinar for anything. Listen, you can do this. You can do this with a chatbot, and I am so happy. I'm so happy to be involved with chatbots right now. You just don't even know. We're on the brink of something really cool, awesome things, particularly with TrueChat. Love those folks. And I can't wait to talk about more. But of course, we'll be doing that another day. So iterate your way to fabulousness, my friends, and go out there and get them. Go out there and and show off your genius today. And I will see you in a pod. Thanks for listening today. You can find full episodes of The Bot Signal on your favorite podcast player. And if you have the Anchor app, stop in, ask me a question, leave me a voice message, and I'll include it on my next show. If you're completely new to bots and you don't know what's going on there, visit me at checkoutmybot.com. Start a conversation with me, take my free mini course. It's all available. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in a bot.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.